Good morning, friend. I welcome you all in today's session. Today we will discuss about mensuration. In this session, we will discuss about both 2D figures and 3D figures. In 2D figures, we will discuss about triangle, rectangle, square, rhombus, trapezium, and parallelogram. In 3D figures, we will discuss about cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere, and hemisphere. So to begin with, we will discuss 2D figure first. In 2D figure, we will discuss about triangle first. So a triangle is a 2D figure with three sides. One of the important property of triangle is that the sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. In order to calculate the area of triangle, we need to know the measurement of its base and height. If we know the measurement of base and height of a triangle, then area of triangle is half base into height. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have rectangle. Rectangle is also a 2D figure. It is a kind of quadrilateral. So it has four sides. Important property of rectangle is that the opposite sides of rectangle are parallel and equal. So in the given figure, side AB is parallel to CD and AB is also equal to CD. Similarly, side AD is parallel to BC and side AD is equal to BC. Also, the diagonal of rectangle bisect each other. So in the given figure, diagonal AC and BD bisect at point O. So OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. One of the important property of rectangle is that each angle of rectangle is a right angle. So angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C equal to angle D is equal to 90 degree. Now we need to calculate the area of rectangle. So a rectangle having length L and width W will have area as length into breadth. So L into W. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have square. Square is also a kind of quadrilateral. All the four sides of square are equal. It is a special kind of rectangle where adjacent sides are equal and diagonal of square are equal and they bisect each other at right angle. If we have a square with side A, then its area is nothing but side into side, that is A into A, that is A square. So area of square is nothing but side square. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have rhombus. Rhombus is also a kind of quadrilateral. All four sides of rhombus are equal. Opposite sides are parallel. And diagonal of rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Adjacent angle of rhombus are supplementary. That is, their sum is 180 degree. If a rhombus has a diagonal D1 and D2, then the area of rhombus will be half D1 into D2. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have parallelogram. Parallelogram is also a kind of quadrilateral. Opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. Diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. If we know the length or measurement of base of a parallelogram and its height, then we can calculate the area of parallelogram as base into height. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have trapezium. Trapezium is also a kind of quadrilateral. So it has four sides. A trapezium has two parallel sides. and two non-parallel side. If we know the measurement of its two parallel side and the distance between the parallel side, we can calculate the area as half the sum of measurement of its parallel side into the distance between them. So if the measurement of the parallel side of trapezium is A and B and the distance between them is h, then area is half A plus B into h. Now we will discuss about 3D figure. In 3D figure we start with cube. So cube has six surfaces. Each surface look like a square. So if we consider one face of a cube, it will have area as a square. So all six surfaces taken together will have total surface area of cube as 6a square. Lateral surface area of cube is nothing but the area of the four surfaces of the cube. So it is 4a square. Now the volume of cube is nothing but the multiplication of the length, width and height of a cube. Since length, width and height of a cube have same measurement, so volume of a cube is a into a into a. That is, volume of a cube is a cube, where a is the length of side of a cube or the length of edge of a cube. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have cuboid. So a cuboid with length L, width W and height h will have volume as length into width into height. Its total surface area is nothing but 2L into W plus 2W into H plus 2H into L. We can calculate the length of a diagonal as root under L square plus W square plus H square. Now we will move on to the next figure. Next we have cylinder. So we need to calculate first the curved surface area of cylinder. So the curved surface area of cylinder is nothing but 2 pi r h. Now total surface area of cylinder is nothing but curved surface area plus the area of top and the bottom of cylinder. Top and bottom of cylinder is nothing but a circle. So a cylinder with base area r and height h will have total surface area as 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. Now we will consider volume of cylinder. To calculate the volume of cylinder, we will apply a formula V, that is volume is equal to pi r square h, where pi r square is nothing but the area of base and h is height. So volume of cylinder is nothing but the area of base into height. Now moving on to the next figure. Before going to the next figure, we will solve one problem. In the given problem, we are given the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder as 704 square centimeter and its height as 8 centimeter. we need to calculate the volume of cylinder in liter. So we know that curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi rh. So 2 pi rh is equal to 704. Putting the value of pi as 22 by 7 and h as 8, we can calculate the radius first. So the radius will be 14 centimeter. We know that volume is nothing but pi r square h. Putting the value of pi h calculated here and h given as per the problem, we can get the volume as 4928 cubic centimeter. Now we need to convert this volume into liter. We know that 1000 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 liter. So the volume in liter will be 4.928 liter. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have cone. So in cone, first of all we need to calculate the slant height. So slant height of cone L is nothing but root under r square plus h square. After calculating the slant height L, we can calculate the curved surface area of cone as pi r L. The total surface area of cone is nothing but the curved surface area plus the area of the base. Area of the base of cone is nothing but the area of circle. So the total surface area of cone is pi r L plus pi r square. Now volume of cone. Volume of cone of radius r and height h is nothing but 1 by 3 pi r square h. That is 1 by 3 times the volume of a cylinder of same radius and same height. Now we will solve one problem related to cone. In the given problem, the radius and slant height of a right circular cone is given as 35 centimeter and 37 centimeter respectively. We need to calculate the curved surface area and total surface area of a cone. So we know that curved surface area of cone is pi r l. We are given r and l both. So putting the value of pi as 22 by 7 and r and l as given, we can calculate the curved surface area as 4070 square centimeter. Now the total surface area, we know that it is pi r l plus pi r square, that is pi r bracket l plus r. So putting the value of r and l and pi, we can get the total surface area as 7920 square centimeter. Now moving on to the next figure. Next we have sphere. The total surface area and the curved surface of sphere are same, and it is 4 pi r square, and the volume of sphere is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now we move on to the next figure. Next we have hemisphere. Hemisphere is a figure that we get when we cut a sphere through its middle. So the curved surface area of a sphere is nothing but the total surface area of sphere. So it is half 4 pi r square. So it is 2 pi r square. But when we cut a sphere to get a hemisphere, we have one more surface, the form of circle. So the total surface area of hemisphere is nothing but the curved surface area of hemisphere plus the area of base, which is nothing but pi r square. So total surface area of sphere is 2 pi r square plus pi r square. So it is 3 pi r square. Now the volume of a sphere is nothing but half the volume of a sphere. So half 4 by 3 pi r cube is nothing but 2 by 3 pi r cube. So we conclude this chapter. Thank you.